Hey, what's up, you guys? Today, what I'm going to show you is how to change the continuous glucose monitor site if you have one. What a continuous glucose monitor is a nice little handy device so that us diabetics go from dealing with 4 to 6 pricks a day to just having to deal with 1 prick a day. And who doesn't like having to just deal with lesser pricks? So just to kind of give a little bit of more information, I guess you could say. This is what, sorry, pardon the mess, but you diabetics, us will totally be okay with this, but let's go ahead and adjust our camera here. Here, maybe not. There we go, let's do that. This is our monitor. It will display what our blood sugar is at. This is the pricker, our prick. We would just go ahead and lock that and boop. And as you can see, there's plenty of garbage and trash in here. These are used test strips. The test strips that I use are in here. We'll put that away. If you don't have a CGM, like I said, you're probably pricking your fingers about 4 to 6 times a day. Possibly even more. Just to make sure where your blood sugar is at so we can know where it's at. This is kind of very similar to the other video that I posted, the site changing for the Medtronic pump. I've had to deal with 2 CGMs so far in my life, and so far they've been pretty similar. I was kind of dumb, and I've actually started a bit of the sensor process already, so I'll try and hurry and go over with you without any visuals right now. So what you're going to go ahead and do is grab the monitor for your CGM. This is different than the pump that I have. See, I got 2 different things here. Put that one back for me. So normally this one would say new sensor or start new sensor. And what I would ask you to do is to gather information that would be either on the box itself that the CGMs came in, or the information on the on this handy little inserter, we'll call it. I guess this is where the transmitter will be. I guess. I shouldn't say I guess. I know that's where it's going to be at. But this is essentially how I inject the transmitter into my body. Pretty similar to like that little green thing that I showed you guys in the last video. But anyway, so what it would be asking is for you to enter in a 4-digit code that's on this. I've already entered in that code, so now this bad boy is ready for me to insert the transmitter, and I just need to insert the transmitter and then put in this nice little receiver, or the sensor. Sorry, I believe that's the sensor. Yeah, sensor, my bad. So let's go ahead and do it since I've already entered it in. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, there's these like little paper things here, so you can't see the number too well. What you're going to go ahead and do is peel these off. Peel these off so that you reveal the adhesive. Adhesive, kind of remember back in my other video with the pump. We like to use adhesive so it can stick to the body. So now, in order for me to show you, I do need to tell you that I like to move my sites around here. So in the last video of my pump, I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, but I like to move them around. For my pump, my insulin pump, I keep it on my stomach or my rear. You can put it anywhere that you've got fat to put it. Your legs might have some fat, but what I do for my legs, because I do got some fat for my legs, excuse me, heartburn. Oh, that's fun. Diabetes is fun. What we do here is I keep the CGMs for my legs. CGMs are really only they're only useful for like a week to 10 days. This one, the Dexcom G6 is what I'm using. This one is good for 10 days. So then it doesn't really build up callus or any potential. It can't really be too potential for infections. So I think it's good to switch just between my 2 legs. Alrighty. So fair warning here, what we're going to go ahead and do, you will be seeing, my legs. Feel free to stop watching at this point, but I will do my best. I feel like I'm not showing enough, but here we go, fair warning. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and adjust that, and we'll go ahead and say hello to the Bumblebee tattoo. Say hello, Bumblebee tattoo. So you may have noticed that some parts of my legs are shaved. That's where I keep the CGMs. My last one was just above my B tattoo. So now we're going to go ahead and put it on this one. So now that everything's ready, I've been doing these things I've been doing CGMs for about, 5 years now? Even I get nervous. I still get nervous. So what I do is I place it, I try to relax my leg so I like create fat or like a layer where it's just like it won't, stab me, but it's still stabbing me, but it's not going to hurt. So I just kind of relax and place it there. Just place it there. Don't worry, it's not going to hit me just yet. I need to remove this thing first. So I go ahead and just, kind of bust that off. Get rid of that. Who cares? It's fine. I'll throw it away later. Okay, I gotta be quick for you guys. I hate being quick, but one, two, three. Oh, that wasn't bad. It's never bad, but it's always that scare. But hey, look, there it is. It's inserted now. So now you've got your little spot to put your, I believe the sensor. Yep, the Dexcom G6 sensor. Mine's a little bit dirty because I try to put some like more adhesive tape so it doesn't fall off in the shower, but this stuff is supremequeen.com, thebomb.com. It can really withstand water. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm messing around with this here. I really shouldn't. So now that we've inserted that, we are going to insert, if I can find the camera, this little bit first. So kind of like at an angle. I'd say that's like an acute angle for an acute little thing. It goes in, and then you just kind of push down till you hear a click. Couple clicks like that. It should just be one, but I think one side kind of clicked in first. In the past, when I've done this, it's hurt because, I do have something inside of me. But this time was pretty alright, so I might have been lucky. Might have been lucky with this one. Alrighty. But that's it for my legs. No more legs. That's done. It's all been inserted. So now you can see my pretty face again. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is get back here. And you're going to go ahead and hit Start Sensor. It's going to ask you to hit 1 and then 2 to always unlock it. It did that when I was trying to enter in the information as well. I should have mentioned that. Okay, and so now it is in a 2-hour sensor warm-up. I hope it's not. I hope this video is not reversed. I'm so sorry if it is. But it says here it's now in a 2-hour sensor warm-up. So from this time here, it says about around 9:45. I should be able to start getting alerts and alarms for my glucose. So I still need to calibrate for you, the guys, though. I'm not that good at editing, so I will just go ahead and tell you what we're going to be doing here. So I know my blood sugar's high right now. I already know my blood sugar's high. So what we're going to do is I'm going to prick my finger. So fair warning here, in the next few seconds here, there will be blood. If you don't want to see blood, and if you want to skip this part, feel free to skip and try and find it here in the next few seconds here. So I'll try to be a little bit quick for you. Go ahead and do that. So what I do is I'll grab my monitor. I will grab a new test strip from my test strip area. Nice and clean. And then insert it in here, like so. Might have heard a beep, but there's a nice little beep. It's gonna go up, and now it's asking me to take blood. Apply the blood. Give me your blood. Alright, and so you just pick whatever finger you like. That's one we hate. I will go ahead and do this middle finger. And prick. Okay, and then I apply pressure, and there should be some blood. If I can find the camera. Nice little blood. You don't need a whole lot. So go ahead and apply. Wipe it off with a towel if you have one. Oh, I knew it. My blood sugar is high. Everyone's going to yell at me. 358. I should be in the hospital, right? Alright, so while we'll do that, we'll hurry and go ahead. I'll make this a double feature. How about that? I'm going to go ahead and enter in my blood sugar here. So what we do is I'm going to hit the center button, and I'm going to go down to bolus on my Medtronic insulin pump. I'm going to go ahead and select bolus wizard. And then I'm going to go ahead, it's going to give you 3 options called BG, carbs, and bolus. I'm going to go ahead and select a BG for blood glucose. And I'm going to use my up and down arrows to just kind of push down on the up arrow until it gets to 358. I was too fast, or it goes too fast. So here's what the amount it's going to give me. 9 units, 9.1 units. Back in the day when I had to use... Back in the day when I had to use, injections, we didn't have this 0.1. The doctors would usually just want us to go above, give us more insulin. And I get that. We'd rather have more insulin and be low than have no insulin and be high. Alright, so now that I've entered in the amount, I'm going to go ahead and hit OK or the center button and just go through everything until I can go and hit next. Okay, check the infusion set, check ketones, consider insulin injection, monitor blood glucose. Okay, it's really just kind of giving you a warning. It's letting you know, hey, your blood sugar is high, really high. Let's do other things to help you get down as well. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. I've acknowledged that, and now I want to select Deliver Bolus. The center button will be your selector. Okay, and now it is delivering the units. It is delivering 0.05 units per second. Maybe not even second, but it's just like dee, dee, dee. Something like that. Quit beeping. Sorry if you keep hearing these beeps. So, but the reason I showed you guys that was because when that 2-hour sensor is done, that little 2-hour time frame is done, you will be testing your blood sugar, and then you would be going into, on your sensor, these 3 little dots. Again, it's going to want you to hit 1, 2, and then what you're going to want to do is hit calibrate. And then you'll enter it in. I'm not going to enter it in right now because I don't want to mess things up. I'm just going to leave it alone. Just going to let it do its thing. And so then it will calibrate because it's going to ask for, a calibration. So if you're too high anyway, it's not going to take the calibration. So it's good that I'm getting my blood sugar down now. 358 is pretty high up there. We'd rather it be, if we want to be high for exercising, 200 BG is what I recommend. 215 if you're doing heavy lifting or something like that. Maybe even a higher 200 than that. But hikes, cardio, 200 is pretty good. There's not an out of, but I guess it goes from 0 to as high as we can count. The highest that I've seen is I believe 1,000 glucose level, and that's insane. That's extreme. But humans, we should try to keep it around 70 to 130. That's where we try to keep it. Possibly even just 100. That's better. That's great. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the extra information as diabetes is. But this video was mostly just supposed to show you how to replace the Dexcom, which we successfully done. So I hope you enjoy the extra information to it. Thanks again for watching my videos, and I hope I've been informative. I also hope you have a wonderful day. Alright, take care.